last time, during the so-called heist. By the way, the you can use the same Albert link as the previous time. It's still loaded.
Oh, right. Yeah.
During the heist, you guys discovered that the Rafalis were doing some nasty business involving people and their snake somewhat kin. And also, it would seem that not all the UNT agree with this process, as you also found one particular individual who was chained up and who identified himself as the one who disagrees. Or at least one who disagrees. So, what would you like to do? As we return, having finished a quick combat of sorts.
Okay, yeah, I was just about to ask, like, combat's over, right?
For now.
Well, first we need to tie up the still sleeping snake people before they wake up.
The question. So, is the one that's by me? Is it like dead, or did he kill it?
Yeah, you get the sense that this big guy is not particularly keen on leaving these things alive.
Okay, just wanted to just make sure if there's like a dent in the lizard beast's head.
Yes, very much so.
All right. Oh, while they're tying up the thing, I'm gonna ask he that disagrees if he has a name besides that, or who he was before. I would say, at least.
And he does tell you his name. Let me find the thing. Where is it? No. He says his name, and I'm going to write it down before you ask.
Can you write it down?
Says his name's Aquat. That is all the name that he gives you. And he says that he is, unlike the other people that other UNT you may have found, he is not a follower, a worshipper of the particular snake god that the others seem to be, doing all this in the name of that god.
All right. It was Aquat. So as I said,
Let me put it in the Albert as well.
AK.
There it is.
So, well, Aquat. What are you doing down here? Or like, well, what are you? What are those machines he was working on, or?
Though I disagree, they have me chained here and give me a little choice in the matter.
So, were you working on something, or just walking around? I thought we were just working on something.
Though it does shame me to say it somewhat, I am partially responsible for these things. Not my proudest moment, I must admit.
So looking at him visually, so he's like chained up. Like, is he like just chained to this room, or?
Yeah,
Is
he
he?
has chains around his arms, his legs, and all the chains connect to this thing on the ground that allows him to move from room to
Oh,
room.
it's the orange
Yeah.
line. Okay, got it. All right. So, give me a moment.
Meanwhile, I'd like to go further into the room that I'm in.
Okay. Right over here.
Is there like a door here or something?
There is.
What?
There is.
Oh, well.
Let me pull out the fog tools.
What does this room consists of again?
This room that you're in contains smaller boxes and crates, some of which are open and some of which you can see contain several also like chemical agents not for the brewing process, or at least not that you would recognize them like that. It makes sense to you that it would be the ingredients for the monsters. There is a door. It is locked.
Right. I'm gonna try and pick lock it again. My
Roll for it.
My thinker's tools.
Go for it.
So that's just a straight D20, right?
D20, and if you have the proficiency.
I have the proficiency with the tools, yes. So that's +3, right? Yeah, that's a 13.
13. It's a particularly secure lock. You're having a bit of a hard time dismantling it. It looks like it's more. It would be easier probably from the other side.
Right.
But you are unable to open it from this side. For now.
And what's this thing? Is this another door?
That is another door that leads to the outside based on your understanding of the whole geography of the place.
I'm gonna curse the locked door and that I can't open it and go to this door over here. See if I can
Okay.
open that one.
That one is open, and you can open it. Let me just like this. Okay. It's very much a similar thing as to the previous one. There's a few less test tubes, if you will, but still. There is also, let me draw it, like a large, almost like a fish tank over here in the back. It is empty at this moment, though.
Right. Okay. Is there anything other than the test tubes themselves, or are they just tubes? Basically.
Well, there's some
like,
tables. There's some furniture.
Yeah, no, I mean, like on the test tubes, are there like no gauges or anything like that, or are they just plain?
They are just plain, but you can't make a perception check actually, or investigation.
Or investigation. Okay. Investigation it is. That's a nat 20 for 23.
Oh my god. So these ones are empty to begin with. and you can see that they connect to something underground. It's kind of hard to tell what exactly. You can also see that they can be opened, but seeing as to that they're filled with some kind of liquid, I'm not sure how good of an idea that is.
Right. And there's, of course, another door in the corner.
And there is another door over here, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and open that one as well.
That one, I don't believe any of you had explored that one, but that one is unlocked. What? And it would lead you right back to the...
Yeah, right.
This one is locked, though.
This one is locked, even from this side?
Yeah. It is just like a simple undo the lock, so you can just open it.
Yeah, and then I'll just find my way. Yeah, okay. So, at this point, I'll find Delvin, and ask him to unlock the damn door that I couldn't open.
Okay.
The bottom one you said, correct?
The one over...
The one here.
Okay.
I'm assuming by this point we've got all of the...
Yes, by now you've had all the... Yes.
Okay, I'll ask the other guard for help to just drag them to the first guard through the now open passage.
Okay, so are you going to do that as well?
I'm going to help him, yes.
Okay.
Through this way.
Let's say that you get through this way. You get two creatures and you and the guard around here. Delvin.
Yes.
Let's make a Thieves' Tools check.
Wow, that will be a 7.
A 7. That's not good. It is...
Yeah, it turns out.
This door has been tampered with. And so unlocking it is a little bit more difficult than you expected.
Guess I'll keep putzing away at it.
Okay. Make another roll. Slightly higher DC.
That will be 15?
15. You are fiddling around on it, and you see that if not for your previous failed attempt, that would have worked. Except that this time some of your tools get stuck, and you're going to have some trouble retrieving them.
Dumb door.
Yes, I agree. Can I try and help him by opening the door?
See, because you already tried to open it with your fingers.
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't think you would be able to now.
Oh, okay.
In part, the you failing to open it with that is why the DC is a little bit higher.
Got you. So, do I see the hinges on this door?
They are on this side.
Hold up, where did you do your thing? On this side?
Yeah, they're on this side of the door. It opens like that.
Okay. How many hinges? There's like one on the top and one on the bottom?
There are 3. Top, bottom, middle.
There's 3, okay. Top, bottom, middle, okay. I am going to Ray of Frost all 3 of them and then try and use the backhand of my mace and break it with force.
Okay. Just make an attack roll roll the damage for your Ray of Frost.
Damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a door, it's not really dodging.
Yeah, no, I know. I just need to get the fucking dice out. It's 2d8 per. First one is 6. Second one is, oh my god. Second one is 13. Then 11.
Okay.
And that's the damage of them. Yes.
Okay. So you smack it with the hammer, and parts of the mechanisms do break.
Mm-hmm.
The door is sitting in its place.
Oh man. Okay. Hey, Delvin.
Mm-hmm.
You don't happen to have a crowbar on you by any chance, do you?
God.
Probably.
Probably. It starts digging around in his backpack.
Yeah, you do.
Can I borrow it for just a moment?
Oh, yeah, he'll just like walk over and hand it to you.
Thank you. I'm gonna try and force open the door again.
Okay, make
The
a strength
crowbar
check
this
with
time.
advantage.
That is going to be 23.
23, there you go. With the hinges broken and the lock sort of unlocked, but kind of not really, you do manage to open the door into a small hallway, in front of which is another door,
Of course.
which you can make a perception or investigation check.
Okay. Investigation is 21.
21. It is unlocked.
Okay.
It seems that these double doors are only locked on one door and only from one side.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to stealthily open and see what's on the other side.
Okay. You stealthily open, you see what's on the other side, and on the other side are some long tables. I'm going to draw them for you. Long tables and a series of actually no, not that many, like 2 stools in between each. On the tables, there are. Let's use the same 21 from before from the door. There are a series of very detailed, almost like dungeon maps, Dwarven Forge and all that, but not of a dungeon, but of the whole city. And there are several papers strewn about.
Okay. And what do the papers tell me again, you said?
Well, remind me what languages you speak.
Oh boy. I speak Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Raptorkin, and Sylvan.
Okay. They are in Draconic. And they make another investigation check because they are not in order. They are all messed up.
Oh, that's going to be a 12.
12. Okay. You gather some of the papers, start looking through, see what you can find. You see mentions of plans relating to certain districts. You see things that say operations going as normal, things that say, these people have plans. And they are not limited to experimentation.
And this is also the proof I need, right?
It would certainly help.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to put them in my backpack. Tell Delvin to... actually, I'm going to give the papers to Delvin. Tell him to give them to the guards that are with us. And to get them to leave with the papers. And then I'm going to try and open the door on the other end of this room.
Got it, will do.
Hold on. What the hell?
I mean, before we regress too long, can Awkward break out of his chain? I mean, I assume he would have broken out of them before, but since now...
Do you ask him that?
Yeah, like, do you need help breaking out of the chains? Because unfortunately, I'm not strong enough to do that.
He says that since he is a follower of the jewel scale, I'll write that down. Even if he were to get out, they would definitely, put in a lot of effort to pursue him. So it's really not worth it.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm pretty sure the guards in town could probably do. And also, well, do you know where all their base of operation is? Like, is there more than just this one?
There must be. I do not imagine that grand plans, and you can feel the sarcasm when he says that, involve only this, frankly, not that impressive building.
Do you know what's in the basement? Like, is it just more of the gesture towards the beaten lizard beast thing, or is there any captives here? Captives.
There's no basement for one, but if there were any captives, they've already been transformed. Haven't seen them bring any new ones since for a while now.
I don't know. So do you know at least here the one who leads these lizardmen, or?
I do not know their name. Well, their real name. The so-called Rafali, head of the family, is not the one who calls the shots, no. There is another. Okay. Looks like me, except not... Points to his head, not like this. A little bit more. Or less, depending how you want to see it.
So you've seen him before, like the one who's calling the shots?
I've heard of him.
Alright.
Githorus, if you ever hear of him.
Can you write that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'll make a mental note of that. Are you sure nothing's gonna happen to you? Wouldn't they be suspicious if they start investigating down here, and meanwhile you're still up and kicking while the others are dead or missing.
Believe me, it is in your best interest that I stay here.
You are a
They
witness.
might believe that it was a simple breaking and entering.
I mean, you are like a potential witness. We can get a whole guards and like involved. Maybe you can come and testify.
Listen, some of their attempts have been more successful than others. I would be wary of who you trust in power.
True. All right, if you want to stay, I will see what the others are up to. So has any of the either Christoph or Delvin passed by me during this, or
no.
Yep.
Pretty well, Delvin maybe. Everyone else went through the barrel rooms.
Barrel rooms. All right. So I'm just gonna continue on and walk into the test tube rooms, the rooms that I have not seen.
You see the test tubes with several of the. Well, I'll say by this point you have all the sleeping. You guys have all the sleeping things. They're they're very much the same type of creature. Some are only partially. You can still see like some parts of like an arm that are still like humanoid. Before fully transforming. What would you like to do?
So, but I'm basically going to be walking around trying to take in as much as I can see.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can turn basically commit it to memory, use my encode thoughts to later.
Very well. Christoph, anything after you bring the sleeping creatures?
Well, first of all, they're no longer sleeping, probably.
Probably, but they are tied, so there's not much that they can do except thrash about a little bit, unsuccessfully.
I mean, Delvin probably delivered the letters by now, and the message from Grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I'm dropping the invisibility if it isn't already over, because it isn't much useful.
The only people who were invisible were Guard 1, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Because Guard 2 got into combat.
Oh, yeah. Then I'll just ask them if they'll be able to get these 4 creatures with them alone, or if they need help.
It might be appreciated if you could, accompany us a little bit to the precinct.
Yeah, sure.
Don't want them getting free and running around the street. Very well. Do you guys open the remaining garage door?
Sure.
Okay. So you and the guards, Delvin also, or?
Am I leaving as well?
I mean, are you accompanying the guards to take these monsters out?
No.
No. Okay. Gotcha. Grimwald.
Yes.
You open the door that is in front of you, only to find again, more legitimate business relating to the brewery. This is like what is it? Like a quality control area. They have some places where some things are mounted, and like tasting glasses, and all sorts of things. But for the brewery.
Right. Okay. And this door over here, that one was locked as well, wasn't it? From the other side?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I just don't think you
I don't
ever
think
checked it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I checked it.
Yeah, so
because there was a guy. There was a guy in here,
yeah,
right?
so
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
unlocked.
Okay. Okay. Um. Well. I'm going to wait. This was the part of the house, right? This was the
Over at the bottom,
what do you?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
door separates the industry from the
Yeah.
living space.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go sneaking about in the house then.
Okay.
I am still baffled to not have seen, any of the owners or stuff like that. So, yeah, sneaking around into the
Well, it is
house.
a. Hold on, let me check. It is a Sunday night, so
All true.
who knows? And
So,
there will be a festival soon in the city. Anyway, make us make an investigation check.
okay, that's that's gonna be a 12.
12. Okay. So this here being like a dining room of sorts is connected to a kitchen. Is connected to like a studio of sorts. There's like some books, some like a couch, a desk. Of course, the entrance.
Mm.
Also, a somewhat more equipped, shall we say, library of sorts. Again, books, desks, chairs, and stairs to a second floor.
I'm gonna do something stupid, even though I know that there's one of those guys upstairs.
Mm.
I'm gonna sneak up and
Okay.
take a peek.
Stealthily.
Yes.
Okay, so make a stealth check.
Wait. With fuck. You already asked for it, but with I think I can still do this.
Do you have another pass without trace?
I should. Hold up. I gotta find it. Um. Why can't I find it again?
It's a
Oh.
channel divinity, I think.
Right. I can't do Blessing of the Trickster on myself, can I?
I don't see why not.
Well, because it says other than yourself.
Well, then that would be why not.
Yeah, right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Fuck, I cannot find it.
Yeah, other than yourself.
Yep. I No. Actually, Pass Without a Trace is
Is it a domain
normal.
spell?
No, it's a normal second level spell. Actually,
Okay.
so
You don't keep it.
no, sad.
Still, give me a stealth check.
Yeah. I have disadvantage.
Why? Oh, yeah. I see.
Yes.
How brave of you.
So I know, right? So that's gonna be a 23.
23. Okay. No, that's an illusion. Grimwald. You walk up to this pretty fancy bedroom of sorts. Make a perception check.
Not 20 again.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that some of your
Or-
efforts were for naught, as it is.
21.
21?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As it is, in fact, empty. Actually, with a natural 20, you come to the realization that both the house and this bedroom above it are not really in use by anyone. It seems like it's mostly for decoration.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even though it's a Sunday night, I would never have that fast. Anyway, there's like no chests or anything, right? There's just an empty room with a bed.
Yeah. Like, it's fancily decorated, but it looks like it hasn't been used ever. Cleaned, yes, but not used.
Right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the so-called control room then, the chained up one,
Hmm?
to see what the fuck is actually going on here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the machines.
Gotcha. With Aquat.
Yeah,
Got it.
aqua.
Very well. Kaida, Delvin,
Yep.
what are you guys doing while this is happening?
Um, like I said, I'll probably just be making my ways around the place, and again, just observing and trying to commit the scenery into my brain.
Okay. Delvin?
How long how much time has passed since Delvin has been wandering around? I'm assuming because I passed through a shitload of rooms that we'd be kind of coming around at the same time. I'm just trying to gauge the passage of time here because depending on how much time has passed, I'll do something different.
It's in. You have a few minutes in between Kristoff leaving and whatever Grimwald is doing with Aquat.
Okay, yeah, I'll end up wandering back then, trying to see like what the hell is he doing because I didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
He didn't tell me that. He just told me he was just told me to get papers to people.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yes.
by the way,
Hmm?
just before I left, I tried sending out the message cantrip to everyone who wasn't around that I'm leaving to bring the creatures away and coming back as soon as possible.
Okay.
I don't know who got it because it's only 120 feet range.
Well, before that, it would have been. Let's see the ruler. Basically only Delvin, Grimwald would have been over here. Kaida would have been over here. So Kaida would have gotten it.
Yeah, and they can reply if they want. Just basically letting them know that I'm gone and I'll be back soon, ish. That's
Noted.
all.
Very well. So, Grimwald, and I suppose Delvin also. What do you do?
Yes. Well,
I'm still wandering around looking for him.
I mean, you walk back over here and you can see him.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna inspect the machines.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Try and understand what they do.
Make an investigation check.
That's a 10.
10. In principle, it seems to refine some kind of magical compound. You're not sure what the compound is or what it exactly is used for. There are several stations for basically the same thing.
Okay.
You see a quad like trying to get rid of the body of this thing, and like pushing it over into a corner.
I'm gonna ask him if he's willing to testify in court of his supervisors or whoever is holding him chained up.
I said this to your dragonborn friend. I would be wary of who in power I trust. If I were you, I find it better for myself and possibly for you all that I remain here.
And why is that again?
He motions to his head. I am, unlike the others of my kind that you have likely seen by now, I am not a follower of the Great Devourer. I am a follower of the Jewel Scale. And so the other UNT consider me dangerous, if you will, for their ideals.
And him mentioning his deity, do I know anything about it?
Make a religion check.
Religion check, alright. You're not gonna believe this.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Nice. So, let me check my own articles to make sure I get this right.
I'm gonna have to buy a web camera for dice cam.
Of what you know of the pantheon of this world, there isn't like a greater god. This seems like a highly specific god or godlike creature known as the Great Devourer. That clearly these things, the UNT have some relation to, at least the ones that you have found so far. And now you are being told of the Jewel Scale. Either that is the name of the deity entity, or some kind of a religious order of sorts. Maybe it is one of those situations where the same god has different names. And in fact, that seems like the most likely proposition, as you haven't heard of there being that many snake gods.
Yeah, no, the books were a bit underwhelming, weren't they?
And in
Didn't I research this? Yeah, I did research this at
yeah,
the library, did I not?
yes, I
Yeah.
believe you did.
Yeah, and I didn't find any that much text, did I?
No, not so
If
much.
Nah, yeah.
That doesn't really necessarily help you with why he says that he might be considered dangerous. So there's that.
So I'm going to hold up. Right. I'm going to ask him what his ideas, or like why he would be seen as dangerous. Like, what's the difference between what they want and what he wants? And trying to
It's
find
not
out
so
what does
much
he
a
want.
difference of desires. We basically want the same thing. However, he like slowly starts to sit down and like arrange himself in such a way that the manacles are touching the ground, but not him. Like he has like the slightly, very carefully made it so that he is not touching his restraints. And you see some light start to appear in his snake head. Starts to glow a little bit.
Oh. Okay.
It's not dangerous. It's like we UNT all have some sort of innate magical capabilities, and we, the followers of the dual scale, are somewhat more powerful than those not. However, there are not as many.
Right.
That is why it would be better in your case to leave me here. If they see that I am missing, they will no doubt go after you. They still might, but with more
And they're gonna come after me
intent.
because they see you as a powerful being
Yeah,
that can
in
be used
essence,
against them.
that is most likely the case. I
Well,
do
that
wish
settles
you
it then.
luck,
You're coming
though,
with
in
us.
your oh gods. Well, I hope you're
Right?
prepared then.
Are you going to fight us?
No, I'm not going to fight you, but I suppose I can help counteract the effects of my so-called brethren. Very
Right. Yeah,
well.
no, because you see, I'm one of those of the city that is trying to find whoever is doing this converting and whatnot and stop them. Unless people really wants to. I did read a little bit about your history, Yuntai's history, and I understand, as one do when you're, of a species that is outnumbered and have lost their homeland. But I do not, you know, like the part where you kidnap and convert people.
Well, no, neither do I. Very well. Yeah, I would advise you to stand back a little bit, maybe go around that corner.
Okay, I want to stand back a bit.
He does the same thing, lying down so that the restraints that are clearly holding back some magic, he makes it so that he is not touching any of them, and What shall we do? Yeah, okay. You see like a flash of green light, and he is out of them.
Oh. Well, that's a neat trick.
It's complicated.
Don't worry about it. I know some complicated tricks myself, you could say.
In any case, best get out of here before anyone returns.
Oh yeah, there's only people in the second floor.
But at this point, I wouldn't call them people.
Nah, entities.
It's more of those. Points to the body in the corner.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Their
I
minds
still
are
don't know
no
what to
longer
call
around.
them. Hybrids? Can I call them hybrids?
They are. I believe the word they use for them is brood keepers, but I'm
Right,
not sure.
roots.
They
Okay.
are transformed other humanoids, essentially.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
What was the name of the guy that I interrogated again?
What guy that you interrogated?
In the court where we.
Oh, in the court. Ooh, that's a while back.
Yeah, that's a while back.
It's not Canarith, is it?
No, Kenrith was the white tiefling from the divination school.
Oh, was it? It's Herithus? Whatever the fuck. Can't say. I think I wrote it down.
Herieth, yes.
Yeah, there you go. That one. I have it down.
Nice.
So I'm gonna mention his name and say that he mentioned the imprisoned serpent.
The imprisoned
and I'm gonna
serpent,
ask.
Devourer, yes, that is.
And that is the same one that they worship, right? Or no?
It's complicated.
Try me.
And he goes on this a bit of a rant on the distinction between first of all snake species and then snake gods.
So, like midway through, like after like a minute, I'm going to bring out something to sketch on. I'm gonna write things down.
So technically, the jewel scale is the brother of the imprisoned serpent, who also goes by the Great Devourer. It's a big family, and like any other big family, there's a lot of drama.
Right. Yeah. See, we don't really have anything that educates us on this subject in our libraries.
I see.
Thus, as a lore keeper, sorry, this is intriguing to me. Because the one entity I have encountered thus far that was willing to open a little bit up was also unwilling to speak more of the matter, and is no longer with us.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm quite sure.
Very
Basically, they're not with us anyway.
well. Good. Excellent.
So I am going to meet up with where I think the guard and the other roots are.
By now, I think Christoph would be back. So at least there's that.
Without the gods, right? Without the gods, right?
With one.
Okay.
With guard one. The others stayed behind to like start filing some paperwork and make some calls.
That is good.
Kaida, you finish your tour of encoding memories or future encoding memories.
All right.
What would you like to do?
I mean, I'm just probably gonna return back to the room with like where I first opened the cell door. So basically over here,
Okay.
and I'll just wait for everyone
Well,
or for who's not there.
a little bit after that, you get Grimwald and Aquat, who has seemed to have freed himself.
Right when I see Aquat, I'm gonna say, I thought you wanted to stay.
Your friend is convincing.
I did not at any point in time notice any conversation with Aquad, right?
I don't think so, no.
So I, seeing that, just draw my weapon, kind of panic. What is he doing? Like,
I understand, but I am not allied with the others of my kind, if that helps.
I just look at Kaida, like this kind of like, is he telling the truth kind of look?
Kaido's just gonna, give him like a thumbs up. he's
I
good.
slowly sheath the sword again and just, okay, guess I'll first, Stuart. So, what news have we got? What happened while I was gone?
Well,
You made a friend, yay!
Yeah, that I checked out the house portion of this building, and it seems unused. I look at the guard one that is still here with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you send get the papers to?
Yes. My
Yes.
partner is over at the precinct, filling out some things.
Yes. I found some papers with some plans, and we have Aquat. Was it?
Aquat, yes.
He ever tell me his name?
No, he didn't, but he will say it out loud.
Right. Okay. And he can shine more of a light on this complicated matter, because So I suggest we scatter about before someone comes back and see a dead body and a lot of shit missing.
And they will be looking for me. With
Yes.
great intent.
I look at the guard again and say, "Do you know if the safe house is open or free?"
I'll go look.
Yes.
I'll have someone contact you, sir. Rushes off.
I assume there's a safe house.
There
right?
are a few, actually.
Yeah.
Kaida's gonna ask Aquat if they have like any means to like locate him. If there's like a way that they can just like easily track him, or did they with magic, or did they literally have to like just search the city?
I have seen your faces. I can communicate with magic, as I believe you also can. No need to worry.
Yeah, but yeah. Do they here have a way to like locate you? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, can is there some way is there some way they can track you? Since you guys, sir. Well,
Not
you serve
physically,
different guys.
no, unless, well, might be a good idea to get a change of clothes anyway.
Just wanted to know. Otherwise, stay safe. Kaido would just walk out. And just walk out the door, or whoever cell door.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Very well.
We should probably get
Delvin,
going as well.
Kristoff, Grimwald, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, yeah.
I'm gonna
Dawn
get going.
will arrive in a few hours.
Let's get going then.
Let's skedaddle.
Very well. Grimwald, you if we want to do anything before now and the coming of the next day, or not?
No, I would just stash him in a safe house with as many guards as I can mutter and trust.
Okay.
And yeah.
Very well. In that case, we pass on to. You can do that after a bit. You get confirmation that the safe house is available and secured. You put Aquat in there with some supplies, a new change of clothes, and you all, if you want to go to sleep, you get.
I'm
through a
also
long
going to
rest.
ask. I'm also going to ask him if he could polymorph himself.
It's limited. I, like many other, not all, UNT can. Well, why don't I just show you? And his head scales light up green a little bit, and he transformed himself into a big ass python.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Transforms back. That one I can do basically whenever, and I have some limited ability to be other things as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because Grimwald was thinking in case the other people have access to locate creature.
Anything that you can
cannot
do,
be-
you should suspect that your opponent can also, I'm afraid.
Yes, exactly. Then I'll need to rest. You
Very well.
be prepared.
Okay. So, you guys can have a long rest. And we pass on to the next day, which is also the first of the month. Month of Kurin. Let me move my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
First of Kurin. Let's go. Spring will end soon, and with it will come the festival of Ayun's Comet. That passes by every few years. Important to you at least, Grimwald. But for now, we can end the session here and see what happens with your new friend.
Yes.
So, let me end the session. Because once again, I forgot to do it last time. And let me end